there was an urgent need for emergency surgery. Yes, it was back in Africa exactly 20 years ago. Exactly 20 years ago. My primary care physician suggested that we do ultrasound for some reason. Ultrasound was conducted and it was discovered that I had two fibroids. A moment later, yet another ultrasound was conducted. And at this time, it did not just show that the two fibroids were still there, but it also showed that they were aggressively increasing in size. And at that point, my primary care physician suggested that there was an urgent need for emergency surgery, which was scheduled for me. Right after the scheduled appointment was done, my heart was racing, my eyes were blurry, my waist could not carry my legs. Something was wrong. I felt like I was not going to be able to survive it. I went to God in prayers. I was able to approach Him for a very strong point of faith. One thing I know, that I've not just been called, but I've been chosen. And because I'm uniquely made, there's nobody that will be able to do what God has called me to come and do. Just like you are uniquely made. There's nobody, no matter what, that will be able to do what you've been called to do. So I was talking to God from that point of view. If I die, my grave will not be able to carry the assignment. If I die. So please do not let me die. You did not create me to give me fibroids at this age. 20 years ago, you can imagine. So I prayed with faith, and it took me 2 months to come out of my house to visit back the hospital. And another ultrasound was conducted. And at this time, guess what? The two fibroids were gone. God, Jehovah took them away. They were dried. They were vanished in the air. And I'm talking about 20 years ago. Fibroids never came back. 20 good years and fibroids never came back. This is God for you. I'm saying this morning to just encourage somebody, because sometimes we feel like all hope is lost when the hope is still there. Sometimes because we feel like God is so slow to answer our prayers, we lose faith even before we start prayers. I want to encourage you to pray with faith. The Bible says mustard, at least mustard seed faith. Little amount of faith, enough to believe in what you're saying. I tell you, whatever it is, God will deal with it. I don't know what you're going through today. Maybe they have told you there's a spot in your lungs, there's cancer somewhere. Please take it to God in prayers. That does not mean don't do if you have medical activities, please follow up with your doctor. That was just my story. The conclusion of the whole matter is just to say that yes, I had fibroids, which were, aggressively increasing in size, but the Lord dried them up. And if you have a hospital appointment, please attend your appointments. All I'm saying here is, if you need to believe in God when you're praying, please go ahead and believe in God and pray. I tell you what, He answered prayers. God answers prayers. Sometimes the people you are chasing around cannot help you. A lot of times you find yourself into wrong hands because you keep chasing people you think God is using. Believe in God and He will do it for you. I want to encourage you with Apostle Paul was praying and encouraging believers in Romans 15 verse 13. He said, now may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, that you may abound in hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. That's my prayer for you today, that you increase in your faith and learn to give testimonies. A lot of us, our problem is that we don't share testimonies. Sometimes we don't even take cognizance of what the Lord has done. We don't know that He did it. We don't pay attention that He did it. But when it's a problem, we scream, cry. When He has done it, we don't even figure that He did it. We just come up again with another prayer point, and that's not meditation.